Most of my adventures on the island so far have been not far off the beaten path, so I really want to take the trip down and do Reynolds Sound. We're up here just outside Masset, so instead of taking the highway all the way back, I think we can take this FSR all the way through like this and then down into Reynolds Sound. And hopefully from here, it looks like tomorrow's good weather, so out on the water, and then there's 2 camps listed right here on the map that are abandoned. That's, I think, the goal. I've also everyone has told me, Dustin, you have to take the truck out on do the beach all the way out to Rose Spit. I have zero interest in getting the truck stuck on the beach, so since we have access to some toys here, I think that's today's plan. Hit the beach, make our way out to the end of the spit.
Sounds good.
Should be a good day.
Big day.
Big day. That's right. Found some locals chilling on the beach, asked them about the ship. The ship was named after the captain. His name was Kelly Ruth. And the captain and crew fell asleep at the helm, beached her. Been there ever since. I like how the barnacles have grown into the number though.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool. Well, one thing I didn't think we would find today.
Yeah.
Real deal shipwreck.
And a crab trap.
And a crab trap. Yep.
Take me down the river where the guilt can't find a red and a sinner.
Let me show you why I didn't take the Dodge on the beach. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh no. Oh yeah, keep her on the floor. It's not in 4-wheel drive.
Not?
No, back tires are spinning, neither of the front ones are spinning.
Yeah, she doesn't know that.
Here we are, tip of Rose Spit. Definitely happy I didn't take the expedition truck, but this is kind of a geographical anomaly here. You got your Pacific Ocean right here, got your Atlantic Ocean over here, got your Arctic Ocean right up there, a little bit of Indian Ocean just back here. Just a wild spot. Oh, Mediterranean over there, that's right.
All converge in one spot.
One spot. Only place in the world. Well, I'm definitely excited that we were able to make the trip out because I was not interested in taking the truck over here. I think the plan is to take what I believe is called East Beach on the way back. Might also be known as South Beach, not sure. But there should be a route going down the other side of the peninsula and then back over to the cabin. to hike Toe Hill. Well, I'll be honest, I don't think we're hiking Toe Hill. I think we're going around to check out the bottom.
That's not a good idea.
Welcome to the bottom side of Toe Hill. Really neat rock formations here. There's Toe Hill. Let me tell you about it. 2 million years ago, 'twas a volcano, and that's what formed the basalt columns. And then 15,000 years ago, when the ice age came, the glacier pushed over the top, and then it pushed the back side of the volcano off, leaving the basalt columns there. Known today as Toe Hill. Wow. Pretty remarkable discovery down here. Very similar to a live seal, but slightly different in the form of a dead seal. Pretty nasty. But the way the waves roll all these rocks, you guys gotta hear it. All right, what day is it?
Big day.
Big day.
Big
Finally
day.
going to Reynolds Sound.
Hell yeah.
Stoked about it. Is it right on a creek?
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Yeah. Well, the map is telling us there's a Haida canoe off the road here, so we're gonna hike in and check it out. That's unbelievable. Like that thing's got to be 10 feet across.
Yeah.
Crazy. If that's it, it's different than I expected. Oh, that is it.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Whoa.
Wow, look at how long this thing is. So this is what's known as a dugout canoe. It starts as one tree, probably fell from there, and then they chop and burn out the center of it. It's drastically larger than I expected. And this is the first one, I guess, that I've seen in the wild, but I've went looking for a couple others, and from what I understand, they're usually by a creek. So you can just float them out of the woods. I don't know how they plan to get this one out of there. I also don't know how close to being complete this thing is. It's shaped out nicely, but looks awfully thick still. Either way, it was left here for one reason or another. Well, there you have it. Another piece of history just sitting out here in the woods. But we got places to be, so let's get there. Grinnell, 0 kilometer going up, pickup truck and trailer. This is actually kind of a special road. I've read that it's the 4th steepest public road in North America at 25% grade. I don't know if either of those things are correct, and honestly, I personally kind of doubt it, but we're gonna find out. Wow, they They're telling the truth. 25% grade. All right, so the plan is first gear, exhaust brake on. I think it's gonna be totally fine.
And maybe a little throttle.
Yeah, it's pretty slow, huh? There you have it, bottom of the hill. Absolute piece of cake. Actually, as a matter of fact, I didn't touch the brakes a single time.
Not once. No.
Not once, just first gear with the exhaust brake.
Too.
Even throttle, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. It never even went over to like 1800 RPM.
Yeah. It's good.
I mean, it is steep. 25% grade is no joke, but it's not nearly what I expected
No.
it was gonna be.
She can handle it.
She can handle it. Proud of the old girl. Don't get your boots wet. The weather gods have blessed us with a really nice morning. Just beautiful out here. It's supposed to blow up around noon, but this is kind of our window to get out and explore these couple spots we're looking at. And a little chop on the way home is okay. So we're going for it. First things first, drop in the crab pot. Oh, the rod. This is a disaster. 62 feet, we're crowded. Unfortunately, we've lost our window of good weather. So we're gonna cruise along the coastline here, which has turned out to be a great decision, actually. Super beautiful here. Look at the size of these swells. Oh yeah, dude. This is awesome. Woo! Oh my God, man. Crazy. Look at that. The majesty of Mother Nature right there. Look at this coastline. This is wild. We're looking at about a 10-knot run from camp. But there's two channels up here, way off in the distance. Each of them have some type of abandoned camp at the end, like a log camp or a mine camp maybe. That's what we're heading for today. I think we'll start with the closer one. If the weather stays good, we'll definitely take a dip into the second one. Things are looking good. With the combination of the speedy regrowth here and the harsh, wet climate, it might be hard to identify where a camp was, but the fact that the coastline is all so rugged here, just cliff, kind of narrows it down. We're really just looking for a spot that would be usable. Then we'll go from there. I think stop number one will probably be this beach and creek combo. Wow.
Definitely through here.
We're looking all right, it's passable.
Yeah, we're just gonna be able to get in there. And then we can't get any further.
There's trees in the way.
Yeah.
Well, this is promising. Found an old road. Old fishing net. Been there for a long time. Gonna go for a little road tour. See if we can find something. My source for finding this location is Backroads Map Book, and all it says is abandoned logging camp. It doesn't give us dates or anything, but we're both quite surprised with the minimal regrowth here. All these alders you'd think would just be all through the road. Surprising. It's practically open, and some animals using it frequently. Beautiful place to go for a walk though. Tough to identify anything because there's such a heavy layer of moss on top. Super beautiful though. Just a little slice of paradise in here. Wow, this is a substantial cave actually. Hey bear! GoPro can't see anything. Well, that's it. That's the end of her. Huh. Well, people have definitely been in here.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Lots of skeeters too.
Yeah, they love to live in here. Yeah,
Didn't realize they were cave dwellers. Chance of finding the old camp is looking pretty limited, but it's awfully nice here just walking around.
Okay.
Big spool of cable and a couple chunks of I-beam. What do you think? Could have had a camp set up here. The problem is I have almost nothing to go off of for this location, so I don't know date or anything. We might be kind of just poking in the dark. Might be nothing left to see. But you guys gotta see the trees in this place. Absolute monsters. Oh man. Here I am, 5'10". Couldn't tell you how old this thing is. Many hundred years. Less than 1,000, I would think, but who knows? Oh my God. I've made a discovery. I have to do some research before I can share it on the channel. So let's cut to a scene in the rig after a little research. Welcome to a scene in the rig after a little research and a whole bunch of conversations with the appropriate people who've asked me not to go into detail about this quite yet. First, there has to be an investigation, determine whether or not this site is of historical significance. So at this point, just going to remain the pinnacle of secrets, probably going to eat me slowly from the inside out. If I'm ever given the green light, I'm definitely going to do a deep dive into this story. But for now, back to the adventure. Well, that was a wildly powerful experience. Unfortunately, didn't find a log camp. But there's still some more places we want to see, so we're heading back out on the water. I got you covered. Well, the incoming tide will play in our favor because we should be able to get up this little inlet a tiny little bit. Do you think that's a root system from a big tree that fell over?
Yeah.
Wow. Neato. Do you think this is a creek coming in, or is this just a channel?
No, this is a creek.
Flip the rod. Oh, there's a jellyfish right there. Crazy.
Okay. Yeah, this stuck her around in here.
That's the end of her?
Yeah.
Dang. What a cool spot though. There we go. All right. Let's friggin' whip her out of here. We have a lot of consecutive days of bad weather, which is unfortunate because this coastline is just perfect for exploring. Every one of these little bays I'd like to check out. Threading the needle! Just loving it! Oh man. That's exploring 101. When you get a chance to thread the needle, you just got to know it. Thread the needle. We're gonna see if we can get a salmon. Here we go. Pretty advanced setup. Got a nice banana weight and a hoochie. Doing a little drone flying here. Beautiful golden hour. One thing I can tell you for sure, direct correlation between golden hour and fish on. Fog's just rolling in. No biggie, just direct correlation between fog rolling in and fish on. Just about to get into one. Seeing a fair bit of kelp floating around here. Direct correlation between a fair bit of kelp and fish on. Oh, got a bait ball down there. Direct correlation between bait ball and fish on. Yep, what I can tell you for sure, direct correlation between fishing with Dustin and not catching any fish at all. Being here on Haida Gwaii, some of you are probably thinking we've discovered some ancient culturally modified trees. This is not as historically significant, but it's still gonna blow your mind. Let me show you. I think there was maybe a landslide that happened and toppled these trees down. You can see the old one laying down like this, but then it curls up and keeps going, super strong and alive. As well, there's an alder tree over here that's root system is just elevated in the air. It does the same thing, big swing up to the sky. But the craziest part of it all, right in the middle is another cedar tree, and the roots go, you got one root going up and then over into the dirt. One root goes up and then into this cedar tree, and then the other one attaches to the alder tree. 3 trees living symbiotically together, and then the tail end of that cedar root is coming out over here, going into the bank, and then turns into this little cedar tree. What a crazy thing. Nature at her finest right there. Yeah, Pretty embarrassing. Sean got to experience firsthand the enigma that is fishing with Dustin. Nevertheless, 'twas great to get him out for an adventure. If you guys don't recognize him, he's the foreman at Harbor Machining, the company that built my boxes on the rig. So it was neat to get him out and enjoy the truck that he helped build. So Mike, thanks for giving him the time off, and thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and I'll catch you on the next one.